Thank you, Carl. Oh my God, GT was hilarious. Everybody happy now and having a good time? I'm about to fuck that up. Oh man, I love true crime. You guys love true crime? Yeah. All right, good. True crime crowd. If you don't love true crime, fuck you. It is so relaxing. It is just so relaxing. You know, there are people that believe that if you like true crime, that you have a medical condition that's called CCFCP. That's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. In my professional opinion as a nurse practitioner for 16 years, those people are douchebags and they're wrong. And the voices in my head agree with me. It's not unusual, you guys. The voices in my head are just transmissions from my home planet. If you're new to true crime, there's some terms you might want to know, so I'm going to help you out. I think we're pretty all much familiar with homicide, suicide. Here's one you might not be familiar with, matricide. You may know what that is? That's somebody kills their mother, whether she deserves it or not. Infanticide, somebody kills a baby. And then there's patricide. Anybody? It's pretty intuitive. You guys know what patricide means? What is it? No, it means somebody killed a guy named Pat. The bad thing is, though, is you can get disappointed by true crime a little bit. You can get frustrated. I remember the first time that I found out that no one actually gets hung in a hung jury. Stupid 11 o'clock TV trailer. Made like a big bucket of popcorn, had my comfy pants on, recliner. Let me check the room here. Family Annihilator, how do we feel about them? Family Annihilator, you guys know what Family Annihilator is? Yeah. Family Annihilator is somebody who kills their entire family. Yeah, sometimes they kill themselves. But a lot of times they don't, and it's, it's usually they want to hit the reset button. They're trying to start a new life. It's as if like nobody remembers that you had 4 kids and a wife from the day before. Winston. I say Winston because it's usually a white dude. Yeah, so by round of applause, who here thinks that being a family annihilator is the worst crime imaginable? Let's hear it. Okay, so those of you who don't think so agree with me that it might just be a good representation of someone who's dedicated to playing the long game. Yeah, it's true. But I do love true crime. It's a lot of fun, but I can't just sit around watching true crime all day, much as I'd like to. I do have to work. Like I said, I'm a nurse practitioner, so I have to see patients. And patient care is fulfilling. I was seeing this patient, it's fulfilling. I was seeing this patient not too long ago, and it was a sick visit, and she said, normally I would have written this out, but I've been really stressed out lately, so I think it made my illness a lot worse, so that's why I came to see you today. And I'm fairly compassionate, so I was like, hey, why are you stressed out? And she said, well, I really committed myself to this murder, and I'm right in the middle of finishing it. And I said, well, I think that you've taken this whole doctor-patient confidentiality thing a little bit too far. And she said, why? Why? It's not that bad. And I said, no, murder is bad. And she looked me dead in the eye and she said, I said merger. The word is merger, not murder. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, well that makes more sense. It's just not nearly as interesting. It did get me thinking, though, about a patient that I'd also seen before, and he was really frustrated by dieting. He wasn't losing a lot of weight, and so he told me that he decided that he was going to give intermittent fisting a try. And I don't get all judgy with people. I mean, people try a lot of things to lose weight. I mean, I might say that intermittent fisting wouldn't work. But in hindsight, it's very possible he said fasting. I can always go back and change the chart, though. It's like people are speaking a different language, when they talk to their doctors, patients. And this other patient, I was telling him, like, you know what, we've done everything we could possibly do. It's time to start medication. And he was really surprised. He just said, I don't understand. I'm super healthy. The last time I was here, you said I was as healthy as a horse. I said, no, what I said was, if you were a horse, I'd have to shoot you. He said, no. you told me that I could be the spokesperson for Wheaties. I said, what I said was, if you don't start taking care of yourself, you're going to be the poster child for diabetes. He's like, well, I suppose you're going to tell me that I misunderstood when you told me that my heart was big and strong. I said, no, not necessarily. I said your heart's huge, and that's not a good thing. Let me ask you guys a question. How disappointed were you all when you found out that you could not purchase infanticide at a spray can that you could purchase at Walmart? Yeah, they do not carry infanticide in a spray can at Walmart. I would like to be the one who does the commercial for infanticide, though. I'd like to do it like a public service announcement, like the old "The More You Know." We'll go a little something like this. Shaking a baby is the #1 cause of death of infants in the United States. Don't shake your baby. Use infanticide. Guaranteed to kill on contact. Don't risk infant survival with a subpar shaking. Live in a state like Texas where you have no reproductive rights? Don't know what to do with your unexpected pregnancy? Try our latest product, pre-infanticide. Comes with an adjustable spray nozzle guaranteed to fit 98% of cervical openings. Now you all look a little bit uncomfortable. Can't decide if you should laugh or not. You really should. You really should. I'm gonna lighten the mood with this joke. Oh, come on, it's great. My employer overpaid me recently, and I love Jesus. So I thought to myself, what would Jesus do? So I used that money to pay a hooker to wash my feet with perfume. You guys have been great and awkwardly silent. I'm the Beaveman. Welcome to the dark side. Let's hear it for Carl.